Okay, there we go. So I'm not going to delay. Hey everyone, welcome. Um, Today is Technique Junkies Release Day, so I thought I'd do a live demo how I made this twofer card. Hey Cindy. And I made this using the Technique Junkies beautiful boho stamp. And it's just this beautiful little hanging doodads thing. Hi Melissa. So, and then I used a die, familiar die. So this one is done with the color bursts, and this one was done with some ink smushing. So we're gonna do that. Now what I have here is I have this little lid thing that goes to one of those scrapbook.com things that, you know, have my stamps in, and the lid would never fit. Okay, great, Melissa. That's awesome. I know this is a surprise live. So, as you know, I like to... there's just hair on everything. I don't get it. Let me get some of that hair off of there. I don't really allow pets in here, but every once in a while Aries breaks in. And the other day, I closed the door while I'm at work because my office is down, my workstation office is downstairs. The other day, I was getting ready to log on to work, and I was just bringing my stuff back and forth. And Aries had opened the door and let everyone in. So everyone was in here snooping around. He is so funny. And he knows when I didn't latch, that I have an actual latch on the door. He knows when it hasn't been latched. Like, he knows if Mike comes in here and then Mike leaves the room, he knows the door's not latched, and he pries it open. This little cat claws. Thank you, Cindy. So I like to use my gel. This is a gel press, gel plate, whatever kind you have, doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to be using some watercolor paper. This came from a pad that is, I want to say it's Strathmore. It's not super white, but I don't care because I don't need it to be white. And so my trick is this, and the reason I use the gel plate is because it helps keep the project flat. So since I'm going to be stamping on it, I'm going to be working on the smooth side, but I'm going to wet, really wet, soak this side and smack it down on here. And then I'm going to really wet this. And this is how I like to do my color bursts. Some people put them down and then wet them. I prefer to get it wet first. So I'm going to go in with this turquoise and just tap some in. Ooh, could never get enough of that. It's so cool. And then I'll go in with this chartreuse, which is kind of broken. And they'll blend together to make a nice green. And I'll take my water and just start moving it around. I don't need it to be super dark. You see, there's a hair in there. Where are my tweezers? I can see that hair. I just cut Mike's hair too, and so I'm probably covered in hair. Yeah, and then I'll just kind of move it around, and then it's because it's in this container, it stays, well, contained. Just kind of moving my color back and forth. If I want more color, I'll add more. So I use the TCW, which is a Ken Oliver Color Sparks, and now I'm going to use the Color Burst in the turquoise. It's not much different. I just need a little more, but it's weird when you put it down, it's not turquoise. So I'm going to be giving away a gift card for Technique Junkies. In order to win, you have to finish watching the video, and I'll tell you at the end. If the video takes too long, I'll tell you before then, but see See, now I'm losing some of my yellow. So you have to really experiment. Got too much, dump some off, no big deal. Move it around. Let's get some more yellow in here. I want to make sure that people get their gift card before the sale's over, because right now it's 15% off of the new release. So I'll be sending an electronic gift card. Aren't they great? And I don't need it much darker than this, and I'm okay with some white space. So I just want to move it a bit more. Get those colors moving. And now at this point your paper is really wet. It's like really wet. So I'm going to take it out and I'm going to bring it to my silicone mat. Just going to pick it up off here, and this is where you get the crap all over your fingers. Because I don't want to dry it. I've made the mistake of drying on my gel plate before, and it will wreck it if you get heat too much in one spot. But see, there's not a lot of cleanup if you do it in like a tray like that. So I'm going to take my actual this thing and make some noise for a second here. But I'm turning it on low because I don't want to move the ink too much, but I do want, I guess this is color. It's not really ink. And if I want to move some off of there, and you can also blow it around with the bellows that's used for alcoholing. And it dries a lot lighter, obvious, you know, and you can also layer it up if you want to. Want to blow some off of there, blow it off. If it'll go, there it goes. And just take your paper towel. You can also just lay your paper towel like that and soak some up. More hair. Well, and the main reason that I want to give away a gift card for Technic Junkies is in case some of you have never tried their products. And there's not just stamps, there's the Shimmering Bliss. There's this diamond stuff, which is really super cool. Okay. What I want to do is I want to dab some of this up. I don't want it so dark. And then when you're dabbing, you can also dab that color into other spots. And now you see it's soaking wet on. Sometimes the back side is cooler than the front side. What I don't want to do is set it back down in this. So I'm just going to wipe this up. And it's almost as dry as I need it to be. I'm going to be embossing on it, so it has to be 100% dry, but I'll show you the trick that I do to make sure it's dry. Now you could still dilute that out by adding more water. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, those things are neat. I've got some. Maybe we'll play with it. And so, yeah, you know, I think I just want this to move around a little bit more. So I'm just going to add more water to it. you can just keep adding to it as much as you want. The only thing you want to be careful with is like mixing in colors that would not normally blend together. I just want a little bit of a calmer look to this background. And yes, it's not beyond me to use my fingers. And just to make it more fun and more interesting, I'll throw in some Shimmering Bliss. And shake it up. That sparkle. Yum. Okay, I'm going to pull it out and take my heat tool to it. Hey Brian, how are you doing? Did you get a new pacemaker? I'm hoping you did, or you will soon. Or battery. It was a battery that you were going to get, right? That's a trip, man. So remember, we're doing a twofer, so the other one I'll do just some ink smushing. Just kind of tapping that off. Move it over here for a second so I can wipe this down. Awesome. Glad to hear it. See, Mike had really long hair, and I've been bugging him to cut his hair for a year. I mean, we're talking really long. And I was just like, come on, Mike. You're too old for this. So finally today he went and bought some clippers and let me cut his hair. And he looks so handsome. All right, now we're just going to set this one aside while we do some ink smushing on another. So I'm going to be in the same color range basically. But I'm going to go with some more kind of, so as you see, this one is a mellower color, and this one is pretty intense. So I want dark so that this is Twisted Citron. I want dark so the Twisted Citron stands out. Well, I'm going to grab, well, let's start out with some Mermaid Lagoon here. Might have to go darker than that, but we'll start here. And everybody knows how to ink blend, so we'll just kind of quickly get through this. We get some dark green. Where are my greens? I love Evergreen Bow. It's not really dark either, but I still love it. Hi, Frida. And because these are oxides, they're gonna be weird right now. I kind of like it though. I still need a darker green, and I know exactly what to do. Let's get our regular ink cubes here. Let's go in with some Lucky Clover because it's more to the blue family. just, well, I'm slicky sliding all over the place. I still want darker. More dark. Let's give this a dry, because ink's got to dry before you do another layer over it. It doesn't have to be 100% dry, but you got to have it a little bit dry. Let's see here. What have I got in some blues? Ooh. Okay, do I not have... Oh, I guess I don't. Let's go with some... Ooh, I can't decide. Faded jeans, no. Let's go with the Salty Ocean. Oh yeah, oh yeah, there we go. That's making me feel wonderful. So those just coming in. I'm doing a giveaway, and I'll let you know at the end of the video what you need to do to be entered. And I will pick a winner Wednesday. Either during my live or in the morning before my live, so that way I'm giving away a Technique Junkies gift certificate, and that way you can use it still while there's the 15% off the new release, so you can try out if you haven't tried Technique Junkies stamps. I just feel like I want a little bit darker of a blue, but I don't know about Chip Sapphire. And the blueprint sketch is kind of a purpley, and I'm trying to avoid the purples. Whoever heard of avoiding purple, right? Let's try the blueprint sketch. Hi, Marva. Oh yeah, I'm good with that. So we've got our two that are kind of in the same color range, so that they'll be, you know, they'll get along well together. And see how this will turn like that. I want it to be flat, and I need them to be dry because I'll be embossing. So what I'll do here in a moment is I'll warm up my mink. Thank you, Cindy, for explaining that. Now, in order to get the water splash effect, what I like to do is this. First, I like to get the card kind of flat, because I want the water to sit where I put it. And I like to get just my water sprayer and just spray some water down on my mat, and then take my fan brush and tap like that. I get a little bit more uniform spots instead of big blobs. And nothing wrong with a big blob. Let me just say that. But you get a little bit more control this way. I'll show you, and I'm going to let that sit for a moment. What happened to the backgrounds I did? I've been making backgrounds and playing with water on them. And so see how I managed to just make it blobby there. And I only wanted some spots here. Here, just kind of a galaxy. That's not cool. These were ink sprays. But, and this is just me experimenting, trying to make an ocean. Okay, let's complete drying that. I'm gonna get my mink out and warm it up. Frida, as a rule, the ink would be good for stamping. Oh, I don't want to warm this up while I'm running my heat tool, or we'll have a power outage. I feel like the oxide's better for stamping with regard to Tim Holtz. The ink is best for blending. That's I love it for blending. So I didn't get any major blobs, but I did get that kind of water effect that I was looking for. Okay, so when I plug in the mink, just be aware that my lights will flash a little bit. It drives me crazy, so I may end up having to turn a couple of them off. So, because I'm not epileptic, but I don't like strobing lights at all. Like if I go to a grocery store, and I don't know why they do it, but they do that to the egg section. And those fluorescent lights are always flashing. All right. I'm going to turn it on high. Now, where is my paper? Where are you? I always put a pile out so I can find it, and then I lose it. Oh. Today, I lost my entire Wendy Becky station. I'm like, how can this gigantic thing disappear? It was just buried. So what I like to do is I'll just take a piece of regular copy paper and fold it in half. And the reason for that, well, there's a couple of reasons. Because it'll help absorb moisture. And like it'll keep, you know, I have the Shimmering Bliss on here and I don't really want it on my rollers. Okay, I'm going to switch off this light right here for now. And so I'll place it in here and I'll trim some off. Just kind of, because I don't feel like waiting for the whole doggone piece to go through. Can't be asked. Can't be asked. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I logged into work this morning and saw there was open vacation time on the books, so I was all over it because I worked till 10 o'clock last night, and then, you know, if you work till 10 o'clock, at least if I work till 10 o'clock, I'm not going to sleep. I'm, you know, I have to do unwindy things like watch Ozark or watch people's videos. So then I had to get up at 5 o'clock this morning after being up till midnight, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just, forget it. I have no brains. That's the problem, is I can't think anymore at that point. I'm just waiting on my mink to get hot. Okay, and then I'll run through my mink with the paper. That way, try and get the straight edge through here. That way I don't destroy my mink. It's not terribly wet, but it's still damp. Like, it feels dry to the touch, but trust me, paper has moisture in it. So does fabric, even if it feels completely dry. That's why, like, when you're using the Cricut and you're going to do heat transfer vinyl, you want to lay your iron on there first. Oh, Ozark is amazing. At first, I couldn't watch it. I'm like, what? Why is this thing jumping around? But then I just stuck with it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are nuts. And I love watching people who are crazier than me. So I ran it through. Now I'm flipping it over, and I'm going to run it through this way. Excuse me. So I'm not going to reveal the whole stamp set today because, well, most of you are subscribed to Tracy Schultz, and she has her party on the 1st of the month, and so I'm not going to take away from that. She's a more senior person than I am. So I'm just gonna do the one card today with 2 different ways. And plus that, I posted a video. Well, it was pre-scheduled for this morning, and then there's another one coming tomorrow. And so by that time, you guys will be doused in Technique Junkies. So there's that one. See, backside is cool too. I might have trouble choosing. It's warm here in Alabama. Okay, I'm gonna run this one through. I think I might use the backside of this. I don't know why, I just like it better. Isn't that funny? Hey, Nancy, you're fishing? Awesome. Any better luck today than yesterday? I'm running them through the mink to flatten them out and to make sure they're perfectly dry because I just did them. And I'm going to be using heat embossing. Well, we're going to really need to send Nancy some fish mojo. So see how it's nice and flat, and I know that it's perfectly dry. And I put paper around them because I don't want any ink getting on my rollers on my mink. So we're done with the mink. Let me unplug it, turn my light back on, and now we'll work on heat embossing. Going nice and flat. Get that out of my way. And I'll grab my stamping platform here. And I'm going to start with this one. Oh, I never cleaned up my ink from last time. I think I can move these out of the way before I have a horrible glitter bomb accident with them. Make sure I'm in frame there. I'm just going to lay this in here. And I'm going to grab the stamp and position it. So this is the beautiful boho stamp. And Pat at Technique Junkies has a lot of like these dotted type designs. I love them. So I'm just going to lay it on here. And once I decide it's in a good spot, I'll find a couple of empty spaces for my magnet. Make sure I'm on the right side here. I never can tell if that says clear. This should be rubber, yeah. I don't use clear stamps in here. So just there's that. All right, so I'm gonna go here with my anti-static, and I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do in black. I just bought a new one of these. I have the Rabbit Hole Designs one, but I apparently don't know how to work it. Melissa. Oh man, I mean, you saw me live have a glitter accident, so it happens. All right, gonna warm up my heat tool here. And I'm going in with the VersaFine Clair in the black. Is Leo with you, Nancy? Yeah. How about I say here? I'm just going through, and I hate that banging sound. It drives me nuts. Okay, I get that. Yep, I want another coat. And just move that thing out of my way. Always something in the way, right? Okay. I just need to press harder with my ink here. I ended up buying those waves and that stars plate that you demoed last night, plus the flat pink Red Studios one. I am a sick individual. Now keep in mind that this stamp is a little bit on the grungy side, so it's not meant to be perfectly clear dots. Oh, I just broke my whole ink thing. Way to go, Idaho. I don't mind going fishing as long as everybody else touches all the gross stuff. Oh, did they? Oh, probably because people went shopping. I had to wait till after work. All right, so let me just get this out of the way here a minute. And you'll see in a minute, Frida, because I'll be stamping with Distress Oxide on the next card. You'll see how it stamps. Just put this back right away. Okay, there's that one. Now we'll do the other one. We need to do them both because I'm going to be cutting away. So I'm going to clean this off. Where's my little stamp cleaner? Because I don't want any black on my next one. I think we're good. I think we're golden. Let's grab this one here. Even, there we go. Yeah, thanks, Dawn. Well, I thought, yeah, I'm responsible to promote this product here. And today is release day, so it'd be best if I can really promote it. Again, Tracy Schultz will be live tonight, 8 Eastern, with the full unboxing. So you'll get to see everything in the collection and her samples. All right, so now I'm going to go in with Twisted Citron. So because it's an oxide, it's going to lay over this dark color. Stop banging. Yeah, you know what I better do? This. Not that it matters because I'm not going to be doing any stamping on here or any other coloring. So it really doesn't matter because I'll be also using clear embossing powder. Hi, Carla. Well, thank you, Dawn. Yeah, yeah, it's a surprise. It's nothing. Normally I'm at work on Sundays, so. Okay, I'm going to need to do a couple of coats here to really get this to stand out. what? I think, okay, sorry about the banging around here. When you got a craft room stuffed full of stuff, I think I'll go ahead and use the Twisted Citron embossing powder too. Let's go one more, just to really intensify that color. My magic bag. Yeah, well, I mean, it really is magic today. So I'll have people comment after the video to win the Technique Junkies gift card. And it'll be an electronic gift card. And I'll tell you one thing, if you do win, when I have you email, I'm going to need you to, in your email, make a statement about how you know me. And the reason why, last time I had a giveaway, not the last time, but the time before that, I got so many emails from people saying they were they were like you guys, and wanting me to email them money and stuff. I'm like, no, I'm sending a physical gift. I need your address. And it took me a minute to realize they were scammers. Stinking people. All right, one more. I want this pretty heavy on here. I need my little capture tool. Actually, I think I'll just use a piece of paper today. Melissa, congratulations. Oh, yes. For being a moderator. Yes. That's Melissa K. Our Canadian friend, right? Nancy, are you still here? Ah, yes. Nice and intense. All right. Lovely. Now, let me turn on my heat tool again. And so I'm using the Twisted Citron embossing powder. There's a little green hair in there. I'm going to have an accident. I'm going to have an accident. I didn't have an accident. Woohoo! So I'm feeling like that's not standing out enough. So I have an idea. I'm going to take a paper towel. I'm going to make sure it's cooled off first. Hi, Donna. You know what I think I'll do? I think I will take a clean blending sponge. Let's see how this works. And water. And just kind of lift some of that color out of there. See if that helps. If not, I'll go darker. Because I can't see my little lantern things very well. Yeah, it's lifting. And because we use watercolor paper, I'm not worried about the paper getting all funky dunky. If that's a word. You see on the original card, my blues were even darker. Ah, come here, you. If I could grab it. My blues were darker. I like the way that's looking though with the water spots like that. It's making a cool little blend. Or lack of blend. What have you. Okay. Now that'll lighten up some as it dries. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take this one that's all nice and cooled off. And we're going to use one of our, of course I have them backwards. One moment, please. I like the Choose to Shine one. Let me find that set. Here we go. Okay, there's Choose to Shine. And I'm going to tell you right now, to avoid any kind of war, I'm going to move this thing because it will annoy me to death when I'm doing my letters because I want to save the letters. So let me trim this down to the size I need it first. So I'm going to go for, trim a little bit off this side. And I'm going to go 5 1/4. And then I have to decide where I'm going to have this. Thinking about these things, right? I think I'm going to have it right about there. And I'm just going to take my ruler here. Let me get this doggone thing out of our way. I'm going to put the ruler along the edge of the card and then just kind of lay it against the ruler so that I know it's straight. And I'll grab my mint tape and we'll cut it out. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, I know. It's a great die set. And I'm going to do it in 2 spots, and I'm going to run this through my Vagabond after I move all the crap out of the way. I even have an extra little desk over here for demos, but I've got that wet mess on there. I'm using my chrome precision plate because I can't be asked to not. Because it's already on there. No other reason than that. These things cut out beautifully. Okay. Then I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to get this tape off of here carefully. Pull up the die. Just get the letters over here so that I can find them when I need them. And see, I like how it leaves like that little black dottiness on there. Dottiness, spots, freckles, whatever. You guys hear Elvis crying? Elvis is crying because Mike's not here. Get out of there, little C. All right. All we got left is that E that wants to be stubborn. There we go. I'm going to move these and not lose them, and I'm going to need, I want to fill in the holes. So what I need now is I need something under here. And let's see, what do we want under there? Maybe silver? Hi, Christine. I think maybe silver. Let me find some silver paper here. Okay, everybody watch your eyes. Let's test them out. Okay, there's that silver. Here's a sparkly white. No, it doesn't show up. Now really watch your eyes here. Yeah, there we go. That one works for me. Let me just trim this down. And I'm only going to trim off enough to go under here. I don't really want, I don't want it sticking out or anything like that. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get them out, but yeah, you just got to persevere. You know what, I think I will cut this to size just because I don't want any lumpy bumps. So I did 4 by 5 1/4. This will go over top of it. That's gonna be pretty. Let's get our glue. Oh y'all, it's getting hot in here. I'm not turning on my air while I'm working with you because it's so noisy and distracting. I mean, once summer hits, it's going to be, yeah, air or no lives. Because it gets really, really hot. I'm upstairs, obviously. And that's exactly what I didn't want to do, was get glue anywhere where that choose to shine is going to be. Because just glue on metal paper is just funky. It's hard to get off. Okay, so we do need to put our little O's in. I'm just going to put a tiny dab. Tiny dab, tiny dab. And I'm going to use my little, there's 1, 2. Uh-oh, there goes Elvis. Ooh. So I'm expecting some art bin things from Joanne today. I'm hoping that's what dog's barking at. I'm going to fill in my O's. Try and get him up straight. Or he's barking at the leaves or something. Okay. So on this one, I want to really bedazzle it. Yeah, I like the sparkly paper too. All right, let's get the ink out of the way. Just put you on the floor, because in order to get to my jewels, I've got to move this whole table. Let's grab our blingy things. And I have these. And I think first I'll put this onto a card base though. And I'll do a white card base for that. Let me grab two while I'm up. And I see that my cut isn't horribly straight, so let's just do some trimming. I never do anything straight either. Just a wee bit. That should be good. Yeah, it's still, we're still centered on our sentiment, so we're golden. And let's see, did I pop that one up? Nope, I laid it down flat. Okay. So I'm gonna just glue this down. This one, you know, Choose to Shine can go for anything. Graduation, birthday, encouragement, whatever. Yeah, you're right, Cheryl. I do have some of those Swiffer things. Yeah, they're lavender scented, of all things. All right, let's go blingy. And I want to go with my big bling with the silver backing. Go big or go home. And let me just get my little bling tray here. This is just a little tray. Got in, I think, a set of 6 at the dollar store in the wedding section. Just so I have some that are turned over. And I'm going to put the bling right in the middle of these. That's just going to give it that Got a little extra glue there, but it'll dry clear. I'm not stressing. Yeah, see, I don't really want to put one right there because it'll look like a wart. I'm not a wart fan. Okay, there's one down. Now let's get the other one done. Now the other one, what I did was I ink blended just a piece of paper, and I also cut this, and this is also embossed. So let's do that. Let me get the, now I'm going to need my sticky mat thing. One of them. Any one will do. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap watercolor. Whew, it's getting hot, y'all. Where did I put those scrap pieces? Well, I don't know. I'll just use a whole piece. Oh, there they are. And I'll grab my twisted Citron here. Everybody see? Okay. And I'm just going to swap out my blending tip here. I don't want this wet one. And I think what I'll do with this one is make it 2 colors. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm just going to kind of lightly go in with it darker, with the blue here. Salvage patina. Yeah. I'm just going to just lightly do it. And yep, I'm mixing them up. Don't care, not worried about it. Okay, so now I have to glue in my Choose to Shine. So how am I going to do that, right? I am going to take a piece of mint tape, which doesn't like to stick to wet ink, by the way. Oh, Mike's cleaning up the hair. I told him if I cut his hair, he has to clean it up. Just so I have a guide here. And I could easily just take this, lay them back in here, and then flip it over. And I think that's what I did last time. I don't remember. All right, where's my C? Tweezers. We need tweezers. Yeah, no problem, Carla. You know what? I'm going to lay them right back in here. And try a trick. Try a trick that I've seen somebody do. That way, and probably I saw Jennifer McGuire do it. If I can get that C to go in there properly. And that might have been what I did to that one. Who knows? H. Come on. It's hard to say which O goes where, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know if this is going to work or not. That S doesn't want to go in there at all. Maybe have it upside down. Good grief. I need smaller hands. Yeah, no, I'm not going to waste my time doing that. It's not working. Oh, God, my letter's stuck in there again. Good grief. There we go. Let's just get this out of the way. And if it goes like this, I'm just going to kind of use that as a guide so I know where to lay my letters. And start with my C. I think I need to clean my tweezers, y'all. I bought from Ranger, I bought one of those, well actually I bought 3 of those little grippy hand things. Those things are so stinking cute. They're like tweezers with little hands. See, is that going to show up on there? Yeah. I think so. Where's my little... So I can kind of look at the guide and see how close the letters are supposed to be. They don't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. But I like how the little spots are there from the ones that I cut out. Just make sure I spell correctly here. Aren't those I love those little hand grippies. I do. I was watching that live demo and I fell in love with those. So I'll keep one for myself and I'll have 2 for giveaways. Because Lord knows, by the time people find out about them, they'll be gone. Come on, little S. Get on my finger. Thank you. See, I'm going to need to lay that way, so... You have to be strategic where you put your tweezers so that you can work your hands around it. Needs to scoot up just a hair. Now don't fight me, little S. Be a good S. Ah, where's the E? There it is. Always with the delicate work, right? Hi, Gloria. So I know I never really have an issue with this particular glue and this particular bottle. These are actually meant for alcohol ink, and I bought a pack of like 50 of them from Amazon. And I use Reptile adhesive. I can't tell you how other glues might work out of those bottles because I've always used Reptile adhesive. I've always used it. That looks like it needs to be a little bit closer. And, you know, I just keep that. And sometimes I forget to put my little lid thing back on there and it acts up, but come here, you. I can usually get it to behave by just poking it. Okay. Now the shine should be easy. Should. I'm just going to kind of lay these on here and get them situated. I think that S is upside down. It is. So they need to be, so they're even with that. So I'll start with my S and I'll do my E and then I'll work my way in and into the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and place my tape again just to make sure that I get it down kind of even. No, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to live dangerously. Eyeball it. Okay. Hey, babe. People must be bored today. Everybody's here watching. I've been watching videos for a while today, too. We got, well, one of my friends are on design teams who do their reveals on the 1st, so watch all of those. And it's a little crooked. Get it straight. Almost there, guys. Almost there. I'm sure I did that the hard way, but I didn't think about it when I was cutting it out. I know that there's a way you can do it. I just forgot how. Okay, now I'm going to trim this off. Make sure that's straight there. And I am going to take and darken up the edges here. Let's do that with a little peacock feather. Why not? And I'm going to grab my finger blender brush for this because I don't want to get too crazy. Just lightly. And then, while I've got that handy, I'm going to grab just another scrap. I'm just going to need a little more here. Oops, this is peacock feathers. I'm just needing a strip of this. And I'm going to run this through an embossing folder, which is my favorite. This texture right here. This is that woven one. Oh, love that thing. Did everybody get one? I lost my water. Here it is. I'm only going to spray this side and not a bunch. I'm going to run this through. Okay. Almost there, folks. Appreciate your patience. Okay, so we've got our textured little ribbon. Cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, I didn't put any time constraints on myself or anything today because I didn't feel like I was like interrupting on someone else's live or someone else's release or anything. And I think I want it thinner than that, so I'm doing about 1/2 inch. Okay, I need to get just a bit more color down here. So this is going to go across here. And you know, maybe I want it even thinner. Nope, I'm going to leave it that thickness. So I'm just going to glue this one down, and then I'll trim off the edges. Thank you, Nancy. I have to decide where I want the... Oh, did I trim this? I'm not sure if I trimmed this to size. I better do that first. No, I didn't. I'm going to go for 5 1/4. Good thing I caught that right. Well, I could have still trimmed it afterwards, but I'm gonna go Grab my ruler so I get it on there kind of straight, sort of. Just press down. And wipe off any glue. Trim those edges off with my scissors. Yeah, isn't that awesome? That is so awesome. Okay, now I want to glue that to a card base, but I want my card base to be colored. Now I know I grabbed 2 white ones when I got up earlier. Where did I put the other one? Here it is. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to grab another piece of scrap paper and lay it in here. And I'm going to color this, and I'm going to color this also with the Twisted Citron. Just along the edges. That easy. Did I see Jim? Oh, hey, Jim. Okay, I see you now. Me blind. All right, now I want to pop this up. Get that out of the way so I don't get this dirty. Okay, since we're almost done, just a reminder that there is a giveaway with this video. In the comments section below, I just want to hear if you've ever tried Technique Junkies products before, either stamps or Shimmering Bliss, and what's your experience with them. And then I'll pick a winner Wednesday night on my live, or Wednesday morning, just depends, right? And I'll post the winner, or I'll announce it on my live. So the reason I say that is because if there's ever a chance I can't do my live, because sometimes I just can't. I don't know. Just can't make myself do it. I want to make sure that our winner contacts me and we can, I can email them their gift card. So there's going to be a Technique Junkies gift card as the prize. And I'm standing up, so that's why if it sounds louder. And then I'm going to pop this up. Happy little colors. I'm not called Not Afraid for Color for nothing. Not afraid of color for nothing, right? Okay, come on. Get off there. And this didn't come out very straight, but I don't care because I think it adds to the charm. Okay, and then we're going to put some bling on this bad boy. So we did, where'd the other one go? We did. I lost it already. Oh, here it is. We did this one, which is, you know, a little bit simpler. And remember, I ended up using the back side of my colored thing because I liked it better. Let's see, what sort of bling do we want here? I've got these little colored ones. Or do I want the same? Maybe I want the same. I think I like the way that looks. Yeah, I do. All right, we're going to do the same thing in both of them. Melissa, I'm glad you're home, though. Yeah, I like the silvery ones. Nancy, thanks a lot for helping out with the links. Appreciate that. You're such a good friend. I know there's not much else to do when you're fishing because you really can't talk. Or you shouldn't talk. Let me put it that way. Don't tell Mike, but that's why I like to go fishing with him, because he's not talking. Oh, and that sounds good. So I'm feeling a little uneven here. Oh, I'll go ahead and tuck one up under here. I don't mind doing that. See if I can get one to come up that's the right way up. There we go. Just give that a tiny tuck. All right. So we've got our shiny, shiny Choose to Shine, and basically a twofer because I cut this out of that. And Carla asked me to hold them closer. Here's the first one. Is that close enough? I need a nap too. And then here's this one. And we used the Technique Junkies Beautiful Boho. Now, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below if you want to win the Technique Junkies gift card. Oh, Nancy, just smack him. That would be me. Dude, get out of my fishing space. Thank you. Hey, Rhonda, thanks. These were the originals I did. So, you know, it deviated a little bit from the originals, but not a bunch. So now I have 4 cards to send out. One more and I can do a card swap. Everybody will get the same card, kind of. Yeah, leave a comment below. Comment of whether you've used Technique Junkies before or not and how you like them. And I will pick a random winner to win the gift card. It's a $15 gift card, by the way. So it's enough to get a background stamp and some Shimmering Bliss or some small stamps or whatever it is. Thanks everybody for coming. I hope you all have a good rest of your Sunday. I'll probably do is hop in bed and turn on Ozark and try not to fall asleep. Yep, commenting after the video. So usually when I do a live, you may not be able to comment right away. But yeah, no comments in this section, just comments on the video. And then, yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, you share this with your friends. It's helpful. The more people that view and comment, it's helpful for me. It's helpful for Technique Junkies. I'm going to shut up now and bid you all fare thee well. Have a good one, y'all. Bye-bye.